Alright, welcome back everybody to another Renaissance Gaming stream. Been kind of going a little hard on the streams recently. I guess I'm making up for lost time for all that time I've been away. So today's stream is going to be a little haphazard. I'm going to be doing some farm runs, of course, and then probably a little bit of Winter Todd, maybe a little bit of agility, maybe some thieving. I don't know. I'm just going to be doing a bunch of different things. So let's begin here. By the way, if you hear like a humming sound in the background, I do apologize. That would be my dishwasher. I am now in a tiny studio apartment, so I don't really have a dedicated streaming spot. Alright, what do I need here? Some compost. Yeah, I said I wasn't going to stream today, but I really felt like playing. So here I am. I don't think anybody minds. I did do some recording for Lord of the Rings Online earlier today, which is good because I need to keep that going. Believe it or not, my bottleneck now for getting that series back up and running is making, I know this sounds stupid, but making the thumbnails for the videos, because now that I don't have Photoshop anymore, the new software is just absolute garbage and I can't figure out how to use it. I mean, I can. I've looked up a lot of stuff, but the way that I have to make those thumbnails, it's just so time consuming compared to how I was doing it in Photoshop, and I keep thinking that surely there has to be a better way. But maybe not. Alright, where exactly am I? Catherby, okay. Let me stop by the bank real quick since it's so close. Alright, what is that? One strawberry seed. I guess I can deposit that. It's not going to be helpful. Let me get the tomato seeds. By the way, during last night's very late stream, one of the regular viewers, Lewis, came in here and told me about some upcoming changes to Winter Todd. So apparently they're reworking the mechanics so that the HP level is really not going to matter that much anymore, because everybody's going to be taking essentially the same amount of damage through the new warmth mechanic. So even if you're like a max level player, you can still do Winter Todd with just cakes instead of high-level food. So essentially my whole strategy of doing Winter Todd right away is useless now. It's obsolete. But I've made it this far, so I'm just going to finish it out. I'm not that salty about it. don't have any compost, I just realized. Skleech, welcome in. How's it going? Hope you've had a productive weekend and are enjoying your Sunday. Oh, am I really out of compost? I'm out of compost. Ah, that sucks. That's alright, I'll make do without compost. Not that big of a deal. I've completed a medium task. What was the medium task I completed here? I guess surely it's something farming related. Let's see, it said it was medium. Harvest some strawberries. There we go. I guess that is something for the achievement here. Right, finally, Falador. Trying to decide what I want to do after this farm run. If I want to go do a little bit of Wintertod, that's probably what I'll end up doing. I need to finish that grind. Definitely not going to get a full level today. I just hit 97. So it'll be 1.1 million experience to the next level. So I'll probably just do a little bit. Okay, so let me get my game necklace. I don't know, I'm kind of tempted to do agility. Do I want to do Wintertod or do I want to do agility? Let's do Wintertod. I actually want to do agility, but I think I need to force myself to grind Wintertod a little. Do I have any compost in here? I do. That's good. Thank goodness. So let me get 8 buckets. Why not? Actually, that's stupid. There's no point in getting more than 4. Although it'd be good to empty out this bin. Right, let me get a few more buckets here, try to empty the compost. Gonna hit another farming level here pretty soon. Almost. I feel like if there was one more strawberry, we could have hit the level. There you go, 35. I think if I should go back to our doing and put some fertilizer in that crop, I think I'm going to. Let's do it, I might as well. Okay, very good. Let's go to Wintertod. I feel like I'm missing something. I don't think so, though. Alright, let's go to a nice Wintertod world. And I definitely want to get my entity hider on. Let's randomize the tunes. And let's get to it. Oh, it just started. A round just started. It's pretty good timing. God, that's so annoying. If anybody is watching, can you tell me how the stream quality is? I'm getting some weird notifications about dropping frames. I don't know if there's any truth to that. I would appreciate some feedback if there's anybody out there watching. Hey, Drasham. Good to see you in chat. I appreciate your feedback on that. Yeah, I figured that was just a weird little pop-up I'm getting. Welcome everybody joining in the chat. Appreciate you all being here. Hey, Bluntman, welcome in. Are you asking if this is an alt of mine, or are you saying you're training your own alt? Hey Martin, welcome in. Believe it or not, I have not opened a single crate that I've gotten here at Wintertodd. I've just been endlessly grinding. Have not opened a single crate yet. Looks like Gross Bum, epic name, Gross Bum, just got his Phoenix though. Yeah, I'm mainly here for the levels. I'm at 97. So I'm finishing up the grind. A couple more streams, I should get that 99. And once I do that, there should be a pretty fun stream where I'm going to open every single crate in one go. I guess the main reason I haven't opened any of them is because I wanted to get my farming and my herb lore up before opening the crates. Because as you probably know, the farming related and the herb lore related drops that you get from the crates scale with your level. So if I just started opening them, I would get some crappy rewards in that regard. And since I'm a Ironman, and on top of being an Ironman, I've also imposed a self-rule of not being able to buy anything in a shop. I need all of the resources I can get. And so that's why I opted to hold off on opening these crates until my farming and herb lore are a little higher. But yeah, I understand you wanting to open them up right away. That's what a normal person would do, I think. That being said, opening all of these up in one go should be a lot of fun. I have hundreds of these in the bank. Yeah, no shop has been very challenging so far. There have been some unique challenges. It's kind of fun though, kind of makes things interesting. You have to get creative on how to solve problems. Even really, really basic things. The classic example I always use is just even getting my herb lore going. Usually the first thing people do is make attack potions. And you buy a bunch of Eye of Newts for that. So I can't buy an Eye of Newt even to make a potion. So I have to go get it as a drop from monsters. So things like that makes it pretty challenging. Or even this steel axe here. You know, normally you just go to the shop and buy it, but I had to look up what monster drops this thing at a reasonably good rate. And then I had to go and grind those mobs until this dropped. It's fun. I think it's just an extra layer of challenge, I guess. There are, of course, some minor exceptions. So, for example, if there's an item that I need in order to be able to do a quest, and literally the only way you can get it is by buying it at a shop, that would be an exception. But if you need an item for a quest and you can get it somewhere else besides a shop, then I force myself to get it the hard way. And if I do end up buying anything in a shop out of sheer necessity, like for a quest, I always drop that item after completing the quest, so it's no longer mine. It's essentially I'm just kind of borrowing it to do the quest. But yeah, I try to be as faithful as I can to the no shop rule. think I'll also make an exception for these max level capes, right? So once I get my 99 fire making, I feel like I should be able to pay the 100,000 gold or whatever it is to get the cape. Yeah, that's precisely the reason I haven't done much on this account besides Wintertodt, is so I can keep that low HP. Nice, 70 woodcutting. However, I don't know if you've seen this, but they're going to put it up to a poll to change the mechanics of Wintertodt. So instead of dealing direct damage to you, there's going to be this mechanic called Warmth, such that it kind of negates the whole high HP dilemma, to where even if you have 99 HP, you can essentially do this with cakes like I'm doing instead of high-level food. So they should be changing that in the near future, I think. They said they're going to put it up to a poll, and I'm pretty sure everybody's going to vote yes on that. I just found out about that last night, actually. Yeah, you're using a lot of food per run, man. That cannot be cheap or fun. Yeah, it's literally the only reason that I've chosen to get 99 fire making before doing anything else. It just made sense, right, to do it right away where I can use these cakes. But that's not going to be a thing anymore. I totally agree with the change because it seems like so many characters take this route in the game, right? Like everybody goes to Wintertodt and gets 99 fire making before they do anything else. And that's kind of lame, right? You want a little bit more diversity in the early game. So I agree with it. I mean, I guess nobody's forcing you to do this, but it just kind of makes sense because of the way things are set up right now to just go ahead and grind the 99 fire making. You know, I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to be doing after 99 fire making, but for sure it's going to be combat because my combat kind of sucks, as you can see. 10 strength, or 27 attack, 10 defense, 19 strength. And so much of the game is behind combat, right? So doing a bunch of quests and stuff like that, you need higher combat. So probably going to grind combat a little bit just to get something reasonable. The overall long-term goal of the series so far is to do every quest in the game. That's kind of like my first step. And of course you get sidetracked along the way, so you may need to do a quest and then you see the requirements for it, so you go grind the requirements and so on and so forth. I'm working on a lot of different things at once, so besides just the fire making, I've also been grinding agility. can see my agility 74. So I've been working on that intermittently. And then I'm doing farm runs as well. Since I've been doing Winter Todd, I started that fairly recently, so I'm at 35 farming. That kind of unlocked the farming tithe minigame, which I haven't tried yet, so I need to go do that at some point. I've also done a lot of Tempros. So my fishing's pretty decent. The reason I did Tempros was to get planks, since I can't just get planks at a shop. Tempros has a good drop rate for planks. The reason I needed planks was to get my construction up so that I could do the repairs here at these mini games. So everything is kind of like little sidetracks towards the main mission. But the big overall goal right now is do every quest in the game. Yeah, I'll probably do a little bit of agility this stream. I'm trying to get to 75 because at 75 you can't fail any of the, I guess, agility checks while doing agility pyramid. So that'll be good. Because with agility pyramid I could probably make about 200,000 gold per hour, which will be good for somebody like me. And then I very recently hit 10 Herblore, and the reason that's important is because with 10 Herblore I can do the dig site quest. So another thing that's been on my to-do list is to do dig site, which leads into boneyard, and after I do boneyard I can start doing birdhouse runs, so I can start grinding that hunter experience. So those are kind of all the random things in the to-do list. Yeah, the famous crabs, I think that's where I'm gonna go park for these early level combats. I totally flipped those words, I meant early combat levels. But yeah, I'm just so excited to finish the fire making because it's been very painful to not get into combat so I don't raise my HP. There's just so much fun stuff that you can't do unless you get your combat up a little bit. You did come in here asking about a pet, and although I have not gotten the Phoenix, I did get the Tempros pet while I was doing Tempros. I got super lucky. Like, I had barely done any Tempros, just maybe a handful of hours into it, and I got it. I was so oblivious I didn't even notice it. I was doing it on stream and I was just playing the game and one of the viewers was like, "Congrats." I didn't even realize. Yeah, I feel bad about getting that pet because I know people grind for hours and hours at Tempros and they don't get anything, and I've already gotten the pet and the barrel. I've essentially gotten pretty much all the good stuff there. Hopefully that's an indication that my character is just a lucky character. Looks like somebody else just got a Phoenix too. Dark Rags. The other thing I'm looking forward to doing after 99 fire making is bosses. So I played the game way back in the day. As a kid growing up, even in the RuneScape Classic days, and then of course it took many years of breaks. One thing I never did in this game was bossing, so I'm excited to try that out. Alright, you have a pretty good history with the game then. 2007 and 2010, and then back in 2022. Yeah, I first played this game, believe it or not, in 2002. Like literally the RuneScape Classic days with the little Lego figures. And then I forgot what year RuneScape 2 came out, but I was playing all through then. And then maybe like a year or two into RuneScape 2, and then I kind of quit, and then I always came back for like a year or so. Never very consistently. And then eventually, about a year ago, I said, you know what? Why don't I record our Old School RuneScape series for my channel? So this is my most recent foray into it. Yeah, for sure. This is definitely an on and off game for pretty much everybody. That's kind of the magic to it, right? It's so predictable in the sense that people play the hell out of this game and they have such a great time, and then one day they just have to kind of walk away from it. Either they get burned out or other things are going on, but there's always that call to come back to RuneScape. It may take years, may take a few months, may take a decade, but you'll get the call to come back and play RuneScape. That is inevitable. Oh yeah, that squirrel is pretty sick. I like that squirrel a lot. I think that's one of the trickier ones to get though. I looked at the Old School RuneScape wiki, the list of pets, but I'm struggling to remember. But off the top of my head, the one that really sticks out to me is that Bloodhound with the Sherlock Holmes hat. I know that one's probably one of the harder ones to get in the game though. I guess you get them from doing clue scrolls. But the squirrel I know is definitely high up on my list too. It just looks really cool. You know what? While I'm waiting for this level, or this next round, let me pull up the pet page on the wiki. Yeah, I'm looking through these. Some of the bossing pets don't really speak to me very much. It's mainly the skill pets that I think are a little bit cooler overall. Yeah, definitely that squirrel, man. That's up there for sure. Yeah, for me, the squirrel and the bloodhound. Where am I from? I move around so much that it's kind of hard to pick a home base. I've probably moved... I've moved a lot. I've moved at least a dozen times in the last 10 years. But I was born in Brazil. Went to the US as a kid. Lived in New Jersey for a few years. Then lived in Texas. Pretty much most of my life I was in Texas, near the Houston area. Went out to California for a while. Was in Northern California, back to Texas. And then more recently, I am in Virginia. I guess if you put a gun in my head and ask me what is my home base, I would have to say Texas, Houston area. That's where I've spent most of my life. Alright, let me go do a farm run. My crops should be done. Yeah, Texas is great. I loved it out there. I'll probably end up in Texas again. Whenever I'm ready to set down some roots, that's probably where I'll go. Yeah, look at this. Look at all these boxes, my friend. Not a single one has been opened. Have about 150 more slots left in my bank. Almost out of this limport roots. What else can I plant? Let me take a quick look. So on the flower patch, I can do woad. This thing, I'm not going to try to pronounce it. Rosemary. Let me see if I have any woad. Such a pain looking through these to see like what seed is what. There you go, woad seeds. Okay, where am I starting here? We start in Ardoin. Oh, I am definitely not an expert on the farm run thing. Farming is actually something I had never done while playing RuneScape in the past, so this is kind of new to me as well. So this is definitely not optimized or efficient in any way. It was just something to kind of get me going. Let me actually see about emptying out that compost bin. Man, that's a lot of compost in there. Now this lady wants to give me a sandwich. Alright, Martin, thanks for stopping by and chatting. Hope you have a good night and a great week. Alright, Drashim, thanks for stopping by as always. Have a good night and a great week ahead. Hope it's fruitful.